Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all good. I'm going to see what wants to come out, past, present, future energy. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. First card out, the King of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. The next move that you're about to make, there's a lot more to it than maybe what you realise. I feel that there's been a lot of preparation to get you to where you need to be in order to step into this role. Some of you in terms of like a soul role, something you came here to fulfill, something you came here to do, your mission. Whatever this is, it feels like there's been a lot of emotional preparation, that there's been a lot to process, a lot to overcome, a lot to face within yourself. It's a very stoic energy, it's a very noble energy. It feels quite serious, it feels quite intense. It feels like you could have come up against a lot and could still be facing a lot, but it feels like you can clearly see that you're not responding to things how you once would. It feels like things are physically confirming to you in the now that you're ready, that something that you had been preparing for, something you thought you'd never be able to achieve, something you thought you'd never be able to handle, you know you can now handle it, not because you've experienced it physically or because you've actually walked the path, but because things are testing you and showing you how far you've come. It feels like a newfound trust in source, in yourself, the star. A lot had to be brought to the surface, a lot had to come to light. It feels like you could have felt like your whole life was a lie, that a lot of things that you truly believed in wholeheartedly, it's like illusions being shattered. This has been necessary. This has laid foundations for everything to come and everything that you are. 4-4 past. King of Wands. Guys, this got me feeling emotional. This feels like a huge breakthrough. This feels like you're standing now as the person that you've always dreamt to be, that you're standing now having accepted parts of yourself you thought you could have never accepted. It's going to change everything you do moving forward, because it's like the action is backed by your self-worth, by your trust, by your inner knowing. It's not just you moving now, it's your whole team moving. It feels like you could be connecting to your ancestors. There's a lot of blessings coming in, things that are really going to satisfy your inner child. A cycle has ended. Something has closed out. Some of you guys, it's like you could have been healing things for generations, for previous generations, back and back and back. It feels like a huge commitment. But it's time to have fun now. It's time to explore something for you. It feels like you've been clearing others' karma, even though it's connected to you. But it's like there's something here for you. Something that is like spirit is urging you to enjoy for you. 3-7. 8 of Wands on the back of the deck. Celebration. It feels like you could be someone that really pushes people in the spotlight, like pushes others before yourself, gives them great ideas, shares your ideas, very giving. It feels like you're being urged to do that for yourself. It's like, no, it's your turn now. No one's coming to shine this spotlight on you. Emanate from within, turn it up, amplify your inner light. You know more than you think. You understand more than you think. There could have been some kind of self-doubt. It feels like you've walked many paths, you've seen many things. Interesting. Something's coming through. This is something I still do. And it's interesting. It's like, what are you judging your gifts off, your your skills off. It's like you could be looking for outside validation to confirm how ready you are, how you this is, how gifted you are. Waiting for permission to utilize those gifts, to serve, to share certain things. It feels like you're being guided to see that you're ready now, to dissolve any idea of perfectionism. It's kind of like that thing of you have to go to study and then go to university, get a degree, qualify in whatever, certificates and whatever. And how actually we pay to take courses, to get certificates, to prove what we can do, to get those credentials, the sun. But somebody that has a natural gift for doing something might do a better job, even if they haven't been to university, even if someone spent 20 years studying what this person has a natural gift to do. There's also many different opinions and ideas out here. Don't do this if you're this way, don't do that if you're that way. That you need to be a certain way or in a certain place to share certain things, to do certain things. Not everything's as it seems. Not everyone's at the same point in their journey. Trust yourself, trust what you're doing. Because it's the same way in terms of, it's like, and I see something today that said this about how our ancestors that were hunted and that were killed for their natural gifts, and now the same people that actually hurt and ended our ancestors and put our ancestors through suffering and all sorts of things for just being who they were, that now the same people, the same energy that has always attacked natural gifts, that has put us down, even in terms of like the witch hunt, witch wound energy, the same energy is now taking money from us to confirm the gifts we already have. It's like, how many courses do you need to do before you know this was in you from the beginning? How many people do you need to tell you that you're good enough? How long are you going to wait to fit in, to look a certain way, to be a certain way, to speak a certain way, before you do what you know is you? Another video that came up today, which was actually hilarious, was this guy. He basically standing with a little girl and he goes to catch her, like, you know, when you're she's facing this way, he's facing this way, as she falls back, that you have that trust building exercise that you just trust the person behind you is going to catch you. And as she goes to fall back, he moves out the way and she falls to the floor. She's fine. It wasn't like she didn't hurt herself, but she fell down. And he basically said, like, don't give the power of your spiritual journey away to anyone. That no one's going to do the work for you. No one's got your answers. No one can heal you but you. Like, even the greatest healer can't heal someone that's not open to that healing. Stop waiting for the green light. You are the green light. It feels like it's taken a long time to build up your confidence when it comes to a gift you have. There could be some kind of conflicting programming around this example, and it may not be this, but even in terms of myself, like connecting to spirit, channeling different energies, it's like I still don't believe it. I don't fully believe in what I'm doing. And even though it's so, like, the evidence is so clear of what is happening and what I'm doing and who I am, and it's like there's this programming that's been instilled in me, like, it's woo-woo, you have to see it to believe it, you're just crazy, like, it doesn't help, or you're just, like, all these kind of limiting beliefs. Protect your energy. You're not for everyone, not everyone's for you, but something that you're working on, something that you do naturally, it is for you. It's something you've maybe done for many lifetimes, But in order for you to really, it feels like before certain gifts could be revealed to you, you needed to reset intentions. It feels like this has been done. You could be feeling or just noticing kind of a heightened energy, like an increase in your magic. Feels like this is something you're meant to protect, and maybe you wouldn't have protected it if you had seen these things earlier than the time that they were meant to be seen. Feels like certain energies, individuals have had to be removed from your life. A lot's had to be let go of. The Hierophant. Yeah, external influences. A lot leaving. And even if it's it feels like physically maybe things have already left. But there's a processing right now. Reflection of all the things that have come in and out of your life. What you've let go of. How you feel about that. It's like rewriting your relationship to things that have happened. Rewriting the story. Coming to terms with your story. Forgiving those that have let you down, disappointed you. It feels like acceptance that you've had to start again in some way. But it's like a realization that without these losses, you could have never have started again. Now it's time to turn something all the way up. Now there's nothing to lose. It feels like you've lost yourself once already, maybe more than once. There's nothing left to lose. It feels like complete acceptance for self. This is something that hit me today as well. Strength. I try not bring my stuff into it because it's like, stop making the reading all about you, just do the damn reading. But it's like, if it comes up, it comes up. But it was just like about, it just hit me. Like, I've literally spent my whole entire life just preparing to be normal, preparing to go out and socialise in the way that I'm meant to socialise. Like, my whole life has been research on how to have a life. I haven't actually started living yet. It's like all these little ways that I am that don't fit in. I've been fighting and working so hard to tweak and change and shape these ways so that I can finally live. Whether it's in terms of the way I communicate, the way I react to things, the things I like, the things I don't like, how I like to socialise, if I don't like to socialise, ways that I physically react, or just little quirks that maybe others don't understand. And it's like, this has been something that I've always been. And today it's like I got this download. It was like, okay, you've tried everything. How about now you just try and not care? Like, you just try and be you regardless. That instead of not going to certain things unless you've got the energy to go there in front, or keep up appearances, be a certain way, until you're ready to show up in the spiritual community or whatever in a way that adheres to policy, adheres to aesthetics, adheres to whatever it is, narrative, to, like, instead of waiting for that, just to show up. It's like something is just you, and it feels like finally just not even having the energy to be anything but you in any situation. You show up how you want to show up, wear what you want to wear, be who you want to be, socialise how you want to socialise. How it's like, if you was really just you with no expectation of yourself from others, how do you feel? And it's like this whole weight just lifted. And this is something that's been coming through for a while, but it takes a while to register, to really have that realisation. And first of all, it's like fear. It's like, okay, so I'm going to walk into a room, like a room full of people that are dressed in suits, and I'm going to roll up in a fluffy jumper and a fluffy hat and a tracksuit. Can you do that? It's like, oh, but then there's more attention for that than there is if I could just blend in, if I could just... It's like, you're not here to blend in. Maybe there's a reason you don't want to be going out in a certain way, in a certain style. And then it's like, oh, I can't put on certain events or do certain things until I'm polished in a certain way, or whatever it is. All these things we tell ourselves, it's like, just be you. Do you. There is no right or wrong. There is no rule. It feels like you're really being asked to let it all go, let go of the weight. That Jim Carrey thing's coming through about depression. It's basically like when our bodies, our mind, our bodies had enough, and it's like, F you, I've had enough of living this facade, I've had enough of living this life, I've had enough of living this front, keeping up appearances. It's like, enough's enough. Something, it's like that Japanese saying that always comes through about, we have 3 faces. First, second and third face. First face, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first face is the one you wear when you're just out, that you let others see. The second face is the one you have at home, and the third face is your true self. It feels like third face all the way out. There's nothing to hide, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to lose. You could have really been pushed to this point. It feels like spiritual warrior kind of energy. You know what you came here to do, you know what you want to do. Things are about to get lighter. There's a shift in the energy. It feels like it could have been testing, it could have been heavy for a long time. The Lovers. Cappy asking for love? Surely not. Surely not. Patient. Okay, guys, there's a transformation happening here. In love, in your love life. New energy coming in. Feels like you've been very patient. There could have been a lot of delays. There could have been a lot of hurt, a lot to process in terms of relationships you've been in. Something's about to move fast. You could be going on a trip with this person. This person could live far from you, like across the sea kind of vibe. Across the sea? Something you asked for. This is something new. Some of you are wondering, it's like you could be wondering if something from the past coming back. It feels, some of you could be wondering if something's coming back from the past, or why something isn't coming back from the past, or why you aren't able to communicate or have contact with a certain energy. It feels like this has been taken out of your control. Higher order to things. You've come too far to go back to where you started. It feels like this has been taken out of your hands spiritually. Yeah, the world. Judgment. Oh, guys, all right. Some of you, it's like, Nana says no. It feels like this is something you knew intuitively was, it's like you could have attracted this from a wound. Yeah, emotional turmoil. This is something new. This could have really knocked you out. Feels like a lot to process emotionally. It could have been quite a chaotic relationship or situationship. This is over. This is done with. Justice has been served. Blessings coming in. New love here. Oh. Yeah, this is new. This is new, but it could be familiar. In terms of either you know this person or you knew this person in another life. The Sun, the Fool, King of Swords. Clarify. It's a very fiery energy. This person's here for the long term. It's a very protective energy. Feels like this person's very emotionally supportive, intelligent. Yeah, the Magician, the Emperor. They could have more than one option. It feels like this person could have more than one option, or you have more than one option. But a decision's about to be made. This is a dream come true. 9 of Pentacles. This person's very physically attracted to you, very emotionally attracted to you. It's like they like how you run. Feels like you've prayed your way out of tower situations. Yeah, this is coming to an end. Dust is settling. It's like you're going to be able to put your full attention on what you're building for the long term without having to keep looking over your shoulder or looking back at something. Something's completely over with. Self-esteem, Moose on the back of the deck, number 11. Got 34, Grouse. Cappy, I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys because you know how we do here. But I just had to take a little break. I just went for a little nature stroll, had a little smoke, had to just take a minute. I don't think I've ever done that since I started this channel. Had to like take a minute in between, like take a break from a read and come back to it. Not sure what the message is, but when I come back and shuffled the deck, we landed the Empress on the back. So it was at the Grouse. Number 34, Grouse Medicine. 111. Sacred Spiral, page 173, 174. Grouse of the sacred spiral leading us on to reach the everlasting heights where we can live as one. Grouse once flocked in abundance throughout North America, but now even on the plains where these birds were so plentiful, there is an absence of them. Many plains Indian tribes dance the grouse dance to honor these birds. The movement of the dance follows a spiral, which is the ancient symbol of birth and rebirth, the ribbed tunnel of eternal return. The sacred spiral is also one of the oldest known symbols for personal power. When you think of grouse medicine, visualize a whirlpool or even a tornado, for the sacred spiral will take you to the center. The spiral is a metaphor for personal vision and enlightenment. Many initiates on vision quests paint spirals on their bodies and believe that the great mystery will favor them with visions of power and purpose because of this symbol. The whirling dervishes of certain Sufi orders are masters of the spiral dance and can transcend to higher states of awareness. Through the repetition of this sacred movement, it is said that dervishes can travel to the center of the spiral and return with any magical power they choose. In the dervish state, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I haven't actually heard this word before. One enters the great silence and has direct communication with the creator by spinning clockwise or counterclockwise. The dervish draws or repulses specific energies. Sufi dancing is a system which connects one with the divine source through ritual treatment of motion. If you have grouse medicine in your cards, undertake a meditation on the various qualities of movement within your world. Begin by visualizing the sun as one member of a huge group of stars, swirling in the massive pinwheel shape of the Milky Way. Then draw yourself out of this pinwheel of light into the spiraling of your own DNA's double helix, an arrangement similar to a rope ladder coiled like a corkscrew. Analyze the way you move through your world. How do you picture yourself in the act of locomotion? What kind of reaction do you create with the energy you send into the universe? What words would you use to describe the way you move through both the material and spiritual worlds? In the final analysis, is your movement compatible with your greatest desires and goals? Many spiritual disciplines ask that you cease all external movement in order to recognize the inner life. The Grouse medicine, however, is an invitation to the dance. Grouse celebrates the divine source through its sacred spiral dance and offers this dance to you as a gift. You can spend a lifetime learning Grouse's lesson on how to harmonize your dance with Mother Earth's cycles and how to offer the dance as a creation of selfless beauty. It feels like mastering flow state. Dancing as soon as you rise would be great as a form of prayer, like dancing is a form of prayer. Really just to get into your body. It doesn't have to be anything specific, just whatever you feel. Something high vibe, something your vibe. That thing as well, maybe that's another thing, how I said about taking a smoke break. Where I started my moon cycle, I haven't been dancing. I was dancing as soon as I was getting up and like really getting into a good place. I didn't do that because I was feeling in a certain way the last few days. And it's like, instead of expressing and coming out of myself, I've gone into myself. And with that, certain tendencies like the smoking, things like that, it's been harder to, I want to say harder to manage, but that is not the goal. The goal is to get to the root of the problem, but harder to manage. So really the opposite of depression is expression. So the opposite of suppression is expression. And to really shake it out, even in terms of like how we store trauma in the body physically, the emotional body, the physical body, to really release that, to shift that. Especially it can store around the hips. Hip movement is great, twerking's great, just getting up and shaking it out. It doesn't have to be, like I said, it doesn't have to be anything specific. The whole point is to really liberate yourself, to free yourself, not to be trying to do something a certain way, just to flow, to get into the feeling. It feels like you've been asked to open yourself up. There's new love coming in. Yeah. Something wants to come out. Hermit to strength, but how it's coming through is like, it's time to share your light, to show your light, to put yourself out there in some way. Outgrowing your environment. It's like an expansion. Maybe you're feeling like that, like you're bigger than where you are, but you could be feeling kind of cramped energetically. That's been coming up a lot for you guys. Do what you can, start where you are, set the intention. Meditate on it before you sleep as you rise. Visualize. Invest in things to affirm that's the direction you're going in. Capricorn. The door in the tree, number 17. Fed up with the endless nonsense, Alice left the March Hare, the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse to their party. As she walked through the forest, she noticed that one of the trees had a door that seemed to lead right into it. This magic portal opened onto a fabulous garden with bright flower beds, trees, roses, and a beautiful fountain, all belonging to the Queen of Hearts, meaning you are standing in front of a new door that leads to a new chapter in your life. You may wonder if this is the right path for you. Well, it is. Surely the adventures you're going to live will be hectic and eventful, so get ready and get strong. But this fantastic journey will help you grow and become even more assertive. Key question: what portal are you getting through, and what new landscape does it open for you? Give me one, please. Oh, the owl come out twice, you know. I was like, really? And the moon in Scorpio. I was like, really? But yes, really, girl, really. The owl. A crisis. Why has Cabby always got to have a crisis, guys? It was all so lovely. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. A moon in Scorpio. Negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activities like decorating or gardening. See, I just rolled back there. Don't be rolling back into any old shenanigans. Beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Oh, guys, and we've got the Empress showing up again. Honoured, actually honoured. She came through here and she's here again. Number 3. Time to take action. Power, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Interesting. Very interesting. Definitely felt like new love coming in, guys. So I don't know, you might have a decision to make here. Life experience. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Number 16. Try and focus on what you want to see. Look for the blessings. What you focus on grows. The moon. Number 18. Powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Some of you could have some twin flame nonsense going on, some back and forth. Some of you are going to be moving on from this. Some of you, yeah, 3 of Swords. Sadness that will heal with time. Heartbreak. I feel like there's more than one option here. Maybe someone's got their together, you know. The Magician on the back of the deck. The Tower. Some of you guys have asked for change. The news here. Could be going on a trip with this person. Like an adventure. Like a romantic adventure. The High Priestess. 6 of Swords. The Fool. Some of you guys are letting something go. Letting a past relationship go or just coming to terms with something's over. Yeah, the Devil, enough's enough. There you are. Feel that no time for nonsense. You know your worth. You know what you deserve. You know what you're here for. You know what you're going to entertain and what you're not going to entertain. It's a very peaceful, relaxing, nurturing energy coming in. This could lead to marriage, the Hierophant, the High Priestess. This could all move pretty quick. But it's that thing of like, you can meet somebody and be with someone for a long time, but if neither of you are ready or one of you is not ready, it's not going to happen. But it's like, if two of you are ready, there's like something's been prepared, been in preparation, like it's divine. The Lovers. Try and detach from this, detach from what's going to happen, just be in the now as much as you can. Do what lights you up. It's like you're not meant to know too much about certain things because you're going to get in your own way. Just enjoy the ride. You'll know what feels right. Stay true to yourself. Make the decision that feels right for you. The Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Hear this victorious music in the background as well. Some of you guys got Pisces strong in your chart. The time is right for seeking new opportunities. The third eye, intuitive perception. I know that what my intuitive senses tell me are true. Yeah, some of you Pisces placements could have some difficulty believing your own knowing. Trust yourself. Have you ever been wrong before? Like maybe, but it's like there's something. It's like you keep your intuition showing you time and time again that you can trust that. Feels like being guided to meditate, amp up the meditation. Grace, crown chakra. The grace of a higher power is with me and I move through life knowing this truth. Number 64, Mahil. His willpower in learning is outstanding. He is a centre of attention due to his wonderful way with words. Aware of his own defects, he is tolerant and generous, understanding of everyone and always looking for the positive side of things. He will usually keep the greater share of anything as long as this does not have a negative effect on the others involved. He is mature, has an enlightened intellect, and could have a perfect body. Full of vitality, he knows how to balance reason with passion. He loves to love and to be loved, and protects his family with his strength. He finds it difficult to detect betrayal and is a little naive in thinking that everyone is his friend. He angers quickly when treated unfairly. Planet Venus. Attribute God who gives life. Reasons for invoking: to protect business, to give us comfort in adversity, to be inspired to write well, to protect us from traffic accidents. Page number 44. Got the Knight of Wands. Two. Crystal, Kyanite. Again, never heard of this one. Kyanite. see it on there? I'll show you it in the book. It's probably clearer here. Interpretation, clear direct communication. Talk your talk but pay attention to detail and don't fly past things too quickly or you'll miss them. Dynamic action is required to complete your present journey, but take note of all your surroundings in the spiritual world as well as the physical. There are unseen helpers and hinderers about. Like the knight on his charger, things will speed up, but be sure they don't run away with you at this stage. You're almost there. Look to the actions of the people around you, not their words. Look to the actions of people around you, not their words. That's coming through to make that just point, to make a point of it. Look to the actions of the people around you, not their words. Kyanite will aid communication skills on all levels and help slow you down so you don't fly past and miss opportunities. Kyanite will aid communication skills on all levels and help you slow down so you don't fly past and miss opportunities. That's the stone there, I don't know if you can see it. Kyanite. Let me know if you guys have used that. Throat chakra. I have to set some boundaries with some individuals, but there's a lot of blessings coming in. You're going to want to nurture, cherish, energetically protect. How does your intuition show itself? Is it visual, in imagery, symbolism, or a flash? Sit and write down anything you've noticed that's out of the ordinary lately. Tune in. What ain't out the ordinary these days, man? Jeez. Alright. One fell on the floor. Give yourself a break. Don't be a martyr in the office. Take a lunch break and a tea break. If your work is truly hectic, give yourself just 10 minutes to go outside and get some fresh air. I forget this is the second half of the reading, so this is just going to be so long, but I'm just here and I'm just doing what I'm doing. So, hey, if you're here, guys, hey. Hey. The secret of our success is that we never give up. Wilma Mankiller. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. William James. What you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. Ralph Marston. Not a clue who any of those three people are, keep it real, but thanks, guys. Have to do my research. The Emperor. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, guys. This is going to be so good. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. Okay, just had an advert and it was for a wrinkle cream and it said, life creates wrinkles. So what? Like, here's a cream that can get rid of it. Something about stress, obviously aging, stress related. Manage stress, take a break. Like, nothing's working if you're not working. Like, you're in it for the long, like, for life. It's a lifelong journey. Nurture yourself, care for yourself, connect to your mind, connect to your body, ground, connect to the breath. make sure you're loving on you, as well as get everything done. There's no need to rush. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, who have we got? Oh, we've got the Lovers again, guys. 333 on the clock. I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.